am thrilled to next introduce Ryan Benmalek and his keynote on the next generation of large language model chatbot with human-like empathy. Ryan Benmalek is the co-founder and CEO at Daimon Labs, a deep tech team building generative AI and large language models that power their flagship product, a chatbot Brooklyn with human-like empathy. Back in 2018, Ryan won the Entrepreneurial Computer Vision Challenge at LDV Capital's 5th Annual LDV Vision Summit. He presented the neural painter and demonstrated the power of generative AI by generating images of birds that have never been seen before. Take it away, Ryan.
Thanks for the wonderful intro, Ash. And thanks to everybody in the audience. It's a real pleasure to be here. So I'm Ryan, co-founder and CEO of Daimon Labs, and I'll be talking about the next generation of LLMs with human-like empathy. So first off, we've got a fantastic all-star team that's been building large language models for years. And last week, we actually announced our March pre-seed in order to build an empathetic digital being. So last time I was here in 2018, it felt like every term needed to be explained. And that's something that started to change. You all may have heard about LLMs or large language models in the news. It's the kind of systems that underpin things like OpenAI's ChatGPT. These are giant neural networks trained on massive amounts of data on huge GPU farms. And we believe this is a transformational technology that's going to change the way that we all live our lives. But the revolution started slowly. The first set of applications people tackled were things like writing. Here you can see an example of a language model filling in a paragraph from a user's bullet point. Then we started to see these systems interacting with code. Here is Replic's ghostwriter rewriting a function from recursive to iterative. And now they can take actions, which is crazy. So I can ask ChatGPT to say, book a restaurant for me, or come up with a recipe and order the ingredients on Instacart. What's in common across all of these examples is that they're focused on tasks, whether that's helping us or full-fledged bots that just do tasks independently. This is going to be an amazing multiplier, but we feel that there's a large part of human nature that's being ignored. Human beings, we, are social creatures. We love to talk and interact with each other, whether that's in person or online. And just as technology has transformed social interactions, so we can talk to billions of people from our couch, we believe that technology is going to transform that again. So at Daimon, we're focused on building social bots because in a sentence, we talk to task bots to do things, but we talk to social bots because of how they make us feel. So there's some problems out there with the current state of the art in LLMs. First, they're built for tasks, not for empathy. Training is incredibly expensive, millions, tens of millions of dollars for a single training run, not even counting experiments, and everybody's scaling up. So it's getting more expensive. And it's slow. It takes months to years to train one of these models, which makes it hard to iterate when your model is your product. Imagine waiting 6 months to compile a piece of code. So we built our own deep learning system from the ground up, specifically for empathy, humor, emotional intelligence, the things that matter in a social interaction or a conversation. Using our data set of trillions of tokens and billions of conversations and a new model architecture, we've been able to drive down the cost of training a GPT-3 equivalent system by a factor of 100. And we've made it 10 times faster to train. So we can update our system, whether that's adding new personality or behavior on the scale of weeks, not months. I remember last time I was in the audience here at the summit, Jack Levin gave a talk where he talked about Google's first server on the left, which is actually in a cabinet made out of Lego bricks, which really heartens me because you can see our first server on the right where we train our models, currently sitting in my co-founder's Montreal apartment, functioning as a heater during the winter months. So our first application of this technology was to try and tackle loneliness, a shockingly huge problem that affects a lot of people. It's lethal. It's worse than smoking a pack of cigarettes every day, and it's deeply painful. So we've got a closed private beta where people can chat with Brooklyn at any time, and a rapidly growing user base that loves to chat, vent, or just joke around with Brooklyn, with at least 40% of users sending more than 40 messages a day. What does the future look like? There's a LDV report from 2021 where they quote Dave Smitty saying that we'll see double the human population as digital beings. And we actually believe the number is closer to 10 times. 10 years from now, we're going to see a world full of virtual beings, supporting us, playing with us, collaborating in games, media, work, and our social lives. And we're trying to build machines that care for us at a deeply human level. So thank you for listening. If you'd like to sign up for our waitlist, you can do so on our website. We are hiring, and any questions or comments, feel free to shoot me an email.